To dance their way to a profit on their Celebrity Antiques road trip in half an hour. First on BBC Two, Strictly Business as Usual.
Live from London, this is Strictly It Takes Two. Please welcome your host, Zoe Ball.
It Takes Two. Well, our Blackpool big weekend has certainly lived up to the hype. We had cheerleaders, carnival floats, a flying piano, and our first perfect 40th series. Well done, Danny and Oti. Amazing. But the bright lights of Blackpool soon faded for Greg and Natalie when they were eliminated from the competition. Sad faces. But fear not, they're here to light up the sofa one last time. Greg and Natalie! Don't make them cry. Don't make them cry. And I really don't think you're ready for this jelly. Joining them, the Bootylicious, Judge Rinda and Oksana. Look at that. Thank you for that delicious little treat. Plus, Aliash is here to answer your questions in Ask the Pros. Another delicious little treat. But first, from day one, this couple have had a spring in their step, and we're really, really going to miss them. Before we say goodbye, here's Greg and Natalie's last dance.
Goodbye to romance, it might have been. Bye-bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye, my love, goodbye.
It's Greg and Natalie. To that. Oh, so gutted to see you here today. How are you feeling, the two of you? I think it could be an emotional one today. Greg, how are you feeling?
I don't really know what to do now. It's bizarre that you prep every sort of Saturday night into Sunday, ready to get ready for your Monday training again, and then today I didn't have to train.
I know.
And it was really odd. And we spend all our time together. We've just been hanging out for the last 3 months. And then I sort of texted Nat this morning, like,
what do I do? What do I do now? What should I do? I know I'd said to Daisy and Alice a couple of weeks ago, you sort of need a weaning process where you maybe just train a bit each day. What a way to go, though. If you're going to go out, go at Blackpool. It was spectacular for you two out on that dance floor. Did you absolutely love this one?
Do you know what? Right, and I've been saying this the whole way through the show. Like, I was like, I don't think I'm very good, blah, blah, blah. I think I'm never going to be a dancer. But I watched this dance back and I was like, I think we did a really good job, and I'm going to throw that out there. Like, I loved doing it. I think we actually performed it well.
Didn't they do well?
The thing is, everybody sees the show, and you obviously see a bit of RVT and everything else, but me and Nat pretty much lock ourselves away for 10 to 12 hours a day to try and get to that level. I'd start off the week, like, not knowing a single thing. And then, due to this incredible lady's amazing patience, we get to that point. And look, it was never going to be I was going to be a world champion dancer or anything else. But the fact of the matter is, I put out a video the other day of where I started.
I know. Have you seen it? And you think, it's incredible what you can get to.
It's purely down to Nat, like, honestly. And she's, very, very wonderful. And I'm so lucky to sort of know her now and have her as such
She is
friend,
pretty wonderful. Our Legs, we love you so much. It was such a spectacular show on Saturday night. Everyone was incredible. How much were you sort of thinking, oh, no, it could be a dancehall situation?
I wasn't thinking about that at all. I was just thinking about how amazing you were, the venue, the audience. It was so electric and magical. And you got out there and you did better than I expected. And you did everything I asked for during the week. And it was just such an amazing experience. I wasn't even thinking about the bottom two until we heard our name, because I didn't want anything to retract from how wonderful it was. and we heard our name, and I was like, oh my gosh, this can't be happening again.
Yeah.
I was so devastated because I knew we had so much more amazing things to come, and I just wanted to take you all the way, and I couldn't. And
No,
I've
you.
had so much
Blimey.
fun in rehearsals.
Yeah.
Every day, starting from scratch, seeing the beginning and end of every week, and being so emotionally and overwhelmingly proud of you and the social media and everyone's support.
So much. You have had so
At
much
home.
support. And I think you're going to feel quite... If you're not emotional already, you will be at the end of this routine. Because when you just see how far you've come, Greg, it's quite something. Here's your Strictly story.
Your professional dance partner will be Natalie!
Natalie, I'm really excited about working with her. I think she's going to be the one person who can take me on.
If Greg thinks training for the Olympics is hard, he hasn't experienced anything yet.
You all right? Crack on.
Yay!
So far we've been working on the jive.
That was scary. Having no dance experience and thinking that I was going to be the worst dancer ever in Strictly. And actually, I feel like I might be average to poor, not just poor.
You were like some blue frog jumping around.
Greg could go all the way, my darling!
Tango is all about movement, power and posture.
It's coming together now.
What I loved about that dance was the intent and the amount of aggression you had in there.
So the dance this week is the American Smooth. I think a small part of me has fully fallen in love with dancing.
Greg, it was a bullseye. Well done.
4-8. 4-8. 8 from Craig. What?
The salsa, it's so outside of my comfort zone, and I'm just going to work all week trying to get these steps right.
Hurricane Greg hits the salsa and shakes it for all it's worth.
We are doing the cha-cha. I've just got to get it right, nail it, and show that I have good footwork.
It looked very stiff, the walks looked very, very awkward. This dance, I'm afraid, really did expose all the stuff that you really can't do, sadly.
Don't get down on this, come back stronger.
The rumba is notoriously difficult, but I'm really coming into it hoping that I can catch this one a bit better than I did the cha-cha.
It was passionate, you had plenty of drama.
It wasn't anything, I think, to do with rumba.
Why are you sad? Because of what Craig said?
Oh, don't be so stupid.
You're amazing.
Cry, don't do that.
So this week we got the Viennese Waltz, one of the dances I've really been looking forward to. We have been in the bottom end of the table the last few weeks. I'm really desperate to not be there anymore.
The choreography, I have to say, was exceptional and beautifully acted by both of you.
Well, mate, well done!
We are dancing the Paso Doble. It's a difficult dance. I was really hoping that I would click with it very, very quickly, but I'm finding it slightly difficult.
There was plenty of aggression, plenty of attack. It just lost a little finesse.
Greg and Natalie.
I put everything into that final performance and just went for it like no tomorrow.
Greg and Natalie.
Thankfully, that was enough to keep us in.
We are doing the quick step. It's going to be fast, furious, exciting, and I know Greg is going to love it.
There is no limit and no number you can put onto the amount that Natalie has helped me. She's done everything to make me and put me where I am now.
It was so bubbly, so bouncy. It was like a springbok on the run.
As a long jumper, the only thing you really mucked up was the leap.
Claudia and AJ, Greg and Natalie. This is it.
The couple I'd like to say, Claudia and AJ.
Claudia and AJ.
Claudia and AJ.
I've been very lucky in my life and I've done some amazing things, but this truly is one of the best things I've done, and I made such a good friend.
Friends for the life, as Iveta Lucasciuti used to say. Watching all those dances and so many highlights, Greg, what's your favourite, do you think, out of all of them that you've done?
I That's so difficult because there's been 3 dances that I love, 4 actually, sorry, that I probably love more than the rest. That started off with the American Smoover week 3. The rumba, no matter what was said, I truly loved that dance. Fantastic. And then the Viennese, and then the weekend as well.
And the quick step.
And Robin Hood for me as well.
Robin Hood. I think when he lifted you into the air, all hearts lifted in the air.
Coming out in the jive as well was spectacular.
Yeah,
Week 1 was
incredible.
awesome.
Something. Yes. Oh yes.
I just want to say thank you so much to our partners as well for making this experience so special. Susie is an absolute dream come true. And this experience wouldn't have been as amazing if we didn't have such fantastic support from both of our partners, because we have become the bestest of friends, and that's the best part of Strictly for me this year. Is I found you and your family, and you're now in my life forever. And that's just the most amazing thing. And to see you grow from 0 to hero. I love you.
I know, total hero. I mean, you were a hero before anyway, but for other reasons.
On the dance floor, I meant.
Who do you want to win out of all your incredible friends, or who do you like to see in the final?
Oh, it's so difficult because everybody's just so good. I mean, probably my best mate out of all of them is Rob Rinder, and again, for somebody with no dance experience, I think it's amazing. I think as well, I'll be honest, and this is a little bit of a plea to some of the people, I think people need to get off of Ed's case a little bit, if I'm totally honest as well.
He's brilliant, he's great.
What people have to understand as well is the fact that he's not as young as some of the other people. He's obviously not in as great shape as some of the other people, and he tries so incredibly hard and has zero. He has zero dance experience. But what I've noticed ever since the weekend as well is there's been a lot of people who get on his case a little bit, and I feel like that's actually not fair, because he works as hard as anybody else, and he's improving as well. And surely that's what this show is about as well. But as well, I mean, blimey, there is also the likes of Danny and Louise and all that stuff as well. Claudia, they're incredible.
And you two, friends for
Everyone
life.
is amazing.
We've loved having on the show Greg and Natalie. Now, Strictly may have headed off for a little holiday at the weekend, but that doesn't mean it was jolly for everyone. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at how the ambitious Seaside special became a reality. We love you.
Dancing in Blackpool on Strictly means everything. It's the dance capital of the world.
What does Blackpool mean to me? Glamour, glitter, glory.
Blackpool is everything. Extravagant.
Fish and chips, friendly people, ballroom dancing history.
The legends of dance.
Where the competition heats up. The home of ballroom. Let's do this, Blackpool.
It's Blackpool week, isn't it? So everything's got to be bigger. Everything's got to be better.
First time you come out on this amazing floor, big and spacious and so sparkly and grand. So it's really hard to forget about all that and just concentrate on your steps.
Such a busy day. It's a bit like my body was a million times behind my brain, but it still feels a little bit like that now. There's so much going on in the dance. We've had to change some stuff, so it's fine. I'm not going to let myself get stressed about it.
So I'm having gems sewn into my hair. I'm going to look 10 years younger any minute.
I've had these amazing rhinestone eyebrows. I mean, nothing is too much for Strictly, but apparently sometimes it is.
Hopefully I'm going to look a bit cool. I never really associate myself with cool.
I didn't know my hair would do this.
Do you guys want to know what happens backstage? I'm going to show you with Jeanette's point of view. Follow me.
Everybody say hi, this is wardrobe. So look, if I take you through here, there's lots of machines, lots of fabric, lots of sparkles. There's Vicky. Hi, Vicky. So it is pretty crazy backstage.
So this week in Blackpool, we've got extra dancers in group numbers. So in total, we've got 121 costumes. It's organised chaos, but everybody's doing great.
Still filming. Hi. Sorry.
So this week it is Greg and Ori's birthday, so we've come up with a few little gifts, haven't we? Da, 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 da. We just hope they like them. Yay! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, everyone! What's your hair?
feel sick.
Guys, we're live in 1 minute, folks. We're live in 1 minute. Good luck, everybody. Woohoo!
Tonight is gonna be amazing. We are ready. The audience is ready. Are you ready?
Nice.
Live from Blackpool, the home of ballroom. This is Strictly Come Dancing.
What a spectacle it was. Now, our next couple left the judges in shock at the weekend, with Bruno saying their salsa was spicier and hotter than a Scotch bonnet. Hold tight. It's Judge Rinder and Oksana.
I have never seen a guy be able to shake their cheeks as well as that.
You got overexcited, and then you started rushing, and you got lost the timing.
The Pressars lift, incredibly impressive. I thought it was hip-tastic.
So good. It is the hip-tastic Judge Rinder and Oksana. Oh, long wait for you guys on Saturday night, but to close the Blackpool show and do it so... Oh, I mean, goodness me, it was something else, wasn't it? How much did you love it?
It was such an honour when they said we were going to close the show, you know. Oksana wanted us to have a party feel.
Yeah.
And the whole place was so full of goodwill.
Yeah.
You know, everybody... the joy from everybody in the audience permeated into the dance, and honestly, Len was so right. Nothing gets past him. He is like the Sherlock Holmes of dance. I got so overexcited by it. I did forget the steps a little, but I was just having so much fun. It was so much fun, wasn't it? It was...
That's, to me, just what it should be about, you know. Dancing is expressing yourself to music, and so what?
And you did that. And how could you not get carried away with that atmosphere? I think also it builds as the night goes on, and everyone's doing so brilliantly. And also you'd had 2 weeks of being very well behaved in ballroom and very reserved there. I mean, your hips needed to unleash themselves to the nation, didn't they?
It was inevitable it was going to happen at some point.
But I have to say, though, I mean, his hips are incredible, Oksana. How much did you have to bring him out of his shell for this dance?
Not at all, man. The minute I said shake it, I was like, perfect.
That's exactly what I need. Unbelievable. Alan Carr sent so much love online. This great message from Alan Carr. He said, love Judge Rinder. I was going to do an impression, I won't. Why not make your entrance through a massive geranium? Why not, indeed?
We did. It had a lot of colour. Yeah, it was very floral, wasn't it?
It was very floral, but I think it needed to be.
Yeah.
And you can get away with that. Not many people can wear blue and lime green.
You thought I pulled it off?
You really did as well.
Yeah.
We must talk about the lift. I've just lifted Oksana up just off camera, actually, just to see how light she is, to see if I could... Is it a deadlift?
It was a deadlift, but she's very light. I mean, it wasn't that difficult.
She's very light, but she is a human woman. I mean, that is a lot. Did you have to put extra hours in at the gym, or you just...
There's no time for the gym. Honestly, this has been the best exercise ever. I mean, before I came in to do this, I did take exercise quite seriously, but not so much weight. But honestly, if you've got somebody that can make themselves light, it does kind of help. Okay. And I had my spinach. I was channeling Popeye.
Popeye,
that was the kind of,
Popeye.
Yeah.
I guess, because you've all got such incredible core that you can kind of...
Kind of help.
Yeah, that does help as well.
There was a moment in the dance where, you know, it goes, if you see it, me going... Please don't drop you. Please don't drop you.
Like you take that breath, like don't breathe ever again. Now, 5th on the leaderboard. You've been there for quite a while. Oksana, it's getting a bit... I'm frustrated for you. 33, it's always 33. What do you got to do to get those scores higher? Or are you not worried about that?
I'm not really worried, because I'm happy as long as we don't drop in the score that we've been doing successfully. And the challenge is just to get over nerves on the actual night, because rehearsals usually going really good, and then there's little imperfections, which I don't think is a big deal, because he's still enjoying himself and he's still absolutely amazing job, and I'm so proud of him. But to improve the score, I think we just
What she really means is that we have to start bribing the judges.
Yes, or bribing the judges. Chocolates, I know what they all like. Have a word with me afterwards.
Also, everyone's brilliant. I mean, 33 is a good score. We want to, but as she says, the thing I feel really proud about is, you know, hopefully we haven't plateaued.
You've never gone down?
A little bit, quite so. And we just want to get a little bit better each week. Yeah.
This week, you've got to take it down quite a few notches. You're going to get sensual with a Rumba, Rob Rinder. How do you feel about this dance at the moment? Are you likey, not so sure? Where are you?
You know, this was a dance, I can't lie, that I was really nervous about.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, when you look at Oksana and I do the salsa, one doesn't necessarily immediately clutch for the word smouldering sexuality. I don't know. But I have to say, you know, without naming the song yet.
Yeah.
You know, we forget they're not just our teachers, but the choreography is brilliant. And as soon as Oksana played the song for me today for the first time...
Did you get sensual? Did you?
I tell you what, I fell in love with the story that she wants us to tell. Okay. I really have fallen in love with this idea and with the movement of it in a way that I'm really surprised by. And I have to say, I'm more excited about telling this story in this dance than I ever have been about any of the other previous choreography. I mean, the talent, not just, of course, Oksana's amazing, that they all have to choreograph these numbers for us.
Every week, I know.
Every
this
week,
is a good one. And to your capabilities, but also your style as well,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is great.
I love the story here. I feel really... Do you know, I feel really moved by it, I have to say.
Oh, I'm getting really excited now.
Really
also, like, you know, Greg was saying one of his favourite dances was the Rumba. Men do Rumbas really well. Also, we've had a waltz-a-thon, we've had a quick step-a-thon. This weekend, it is the first ever cha-cha-cha-a-thon. OK, all of them up on the floor together, extra points coming from the judges. This was your first dance.
I know.
It was the first thing we ever saw you do, and we all loved it.
Yeah.
Are you happy to revisit? Could this be where you get your extra points this week?
Well, I hope so. I mean,
for sure so, because that was week 1 and he came a long way from there. And so technique will be better, and I have high hopes for this.
But if all else fails and I can't do the steps, I'm just going to rip my top off.
Yeah, do that. We'll love that. Good luck with training this week. I'm so excited that you're loving the Rumba. Judge and Oksana. Now, our pro dancers can tell wonderful stories with nothing but their limbs, but stick them in a photo booth and you can't shut them up. It's time for the Booth of Truth.
Which pro eats the most? Definitely Gorka.
Right here, myself.
It's Gorka, hands down.
Gorka comes in with his own full 5 meals a day, and he is always eating. That's going to have to be Gorka, but he eats really healthy because, you know, he wants to keep his body in shape and look good all the time.
Which pro eats the most?
Karen Clifton. She constantly has food, whether it's a croissant or a chocolate or a banana or some peanuts.
She's always got some snacks on her, and we all carry snacks around as well, just in case she's hungry.
She never stops eating, and it makes me sick because she's got really good abs, and I wish I had abs like that.
Me? Who's the bossest pro? I think there is a competition going on between me and Oti.
You know what? I would have said me. But Katya has taken my trophy.
Oti, I hope you did not say it was me, because I will tell you to stop it right now.
I would have to say it's my wife, Katya.
All you can hear in rehearsals is her shouting, "No, no, Neil, Neil!"
Katya, if she sees you doing something wrong, she'll tell you right away.
Girl, boss on.
Time now for Ask the Pros. Last time we found out Joanne Clifton likes to eat bangers and a mash before a dance. Repeating, nice. But what fascinating tidbits will be revealed this time? Let's find out. Please welcome back our pros, Natalie, Oksana and Slovenia's finest export, Aljaž is here. Hello, my darlings. Now, once again, our lovely viewers have been sending loads of questions in and they've been emailing. Thank you for all of them. First up, we have a question from Edward. Here he is.
Hello, my name is Edward and this is my 6th year watching Strictly. I can't believe it. It's nearly been half of my life. My question for you is, what is your favourite dance and why? I love Strictly so much, as I said, and my best friend loves it, and she's called Abby. Love you.
Thank you, Edward, and thanks to Abby too. Okay, Natalie.
Yeah, well, I love any dance, but basically, if the music is what moves me, then any dance, basically, because it's the story within the dance that I will love. It's not necessarily the dance itself.
Dance. A bit like Rob was saying, maybe, with the storytelling.
Absolutely. If you get the right song, the right emotion, the right character, any dance can come to life. And I love tan dance, ballroom and Latin, so...
OK, ballroom and Latin.
You know,
slow dance.
OK, slow dance.
I can't rule one out because they're all so amazing. The waltz, the rumba, the quick-step drive, they're all so inspirational.
There we go. OK, next question is from Samantha Jones. Here she is.
Hello, we want to know how long the professional dancers get to practice when they're so busy with the celebrities for their group dances. Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha Jones, and her gorgeous children. They're so, so cute. Aliash, talk through it.
It really varies, from every single week. I mean, we get pushed a lot with doing different styles on Strictly, so we do a refresher of the routines we learned in August on the Monday of that week.
Yeah.
So most times you don't really know what's happening, so you just sort of go on the dance floor and you try to look at someone in front of you. No, I mean, it's always really, really nice to be dancing with incredible talent every time, and wherever you look, everyone is just so amazingly good. So it just pushes you even more, and I think we all love doing the group dances. It's really, really loads of fun.
I know, there've been some incredible ones this year. Absolutely incredible. OK, Billy has a question for you now.
Hi, when did you start dancing?
Thank you, Billy. Gorgeous Billy. Oksana, where did you start dancing and when?
I was 6 years old in Ukraine, and my school was offering dance class once a week, so that's how I started. It was always my mom's dream to be a dancer, so that's why I became a dancer as soon as possible. And I loved it, and yeah.
She must be so proud as well. Aliash, how about you?
I was 3.5, and I was in preschool. And all of my friends, my friends went to play football, and all the girls went to do dancing. So I was like, where do you go? Where do you go? And so I signed myself in, and then I started seriously competing when I was 5. And I know, I was about that big.
Are there videos?
I hope not.
We need to get those over. Natalie, how about you?
Well, my next-door neighbours introduced me to ballroom dancing. I was 3, and my elder brother and sister were sort of old enough to go along to these classes, but I used to watch them for about 2 years thinking, just can't wait to get up and do that. So when I learnt my left from my right, I was 5 years of age, and I was in Sydney, and I went to the local sort of veteran club. It was like a Rotary club. So it was just like this old school fashion ballroom dance classes that I completely fell in love with straight away.
I can imagine little Natalie dancing.
Any age, can't you? OK, we've got a tweet now from Molly, and she says, if you weren't dancing, what career would you choose instead? Oksana, what would you do?
Well, because I started dancing really young, apparently not that young, but...
you did.
I honestly could not imagine doing myself anything else because I just love it with all my heart. But if I have to, I really love animals, so I would be happy doing anything with animals.
Or veterinary nurse or something. Aliash?
I don't know, for a second there in high school, I loved running. And so I would probably maybe do some athletics, but thank God I stick to
it. Thank goodness.
I loved athletics.
There you go.
I had a bit of a weird style running, really, because, it's very sort of
We're going to continue this on the bus home, because we've
got to go now.
But thank you very much to anyone who sent in a question. Our pros! That's it for tonight. Tomorrow we're here at 6:30 with Claudia and AJ. Karen's here with Choreography Corner, and all the tunes in Tunes on Tuesday. Stay tuned. BBC Two Celebrity Antiques Road Trip. Me and Ian Wade. It's going to be brilliant. Good night.
Thank you so much.
Give yourself a huge round of applause. You should all be incredibly proud.
Thank you so much
for all your support. Your donations make a difference.